Today we're talking about home heating safety, and joining me out of Fire Station 4 is John Garner. John, thanks for being here.
You're welcome.
So why don't you tell me a little bit about what you do when you are not a firefighter at Lakeville?
Well, I'm considered a pipe fitter, otherwise known as an HVAC technician. I work for McQuillan Brothers out of St. Paul.
So John, why is home heating safety so important?
Well, you have a couple things to consider. You have carbon monoxide, gas, and pipes freezing, not to mention discomfort. If you don't keep up with your system, you could experience any of these.
Okay, so I'm a really visual guy. Can we take you over to like a house and you can show us what we should be looking for and good and bad features, things like that?
Sure, let's go.
All right. All right, John, so here we are now in the utility room of a house in Lakeville. Tell me what I'm looking at. I see a furnace, some other stuff, but as the homeowner, what do I want to see when I'm here?
So the first thing is, dirt is the enemy. Dirt and dust can cause a lot of problems in your home. So keeping a nice big space in front of your furnace clear, just like this homeowner has done, is super important for safety and for functionality of the furnace.
Okay.
Another thing is, don't keep flammables next to an open flame. You can see inside of here, where there's fire, you don't want any combustibles anywhere near.
Okay. Makes sense.
The next thing is, make sure everything's labeled properly. You can see this homeowner has done some labeling of his own. We got the main shut off here, the garage, basement, dryer, and so on. But the biggest thing is to make sure to know where your main shut-offs are for gas and electric. Here's your gas for this one, and your electric for this one.
So this is all the pipes going to all the different areas of the house and stuff like that. If there's a problem, you just shut one off instead of turning the whole thing off or something outside. Right?
That's right.
Okay, excellent. What kind of maintenance, if I'm the homeowner in this house, what kind of maintenance do I want to make sure I'm doing, and how often do I want to be doing it?
Sure, just like I said, dirt and dust are the enemy. So
Okay.
keeping your filter clean and changed on a regular basis is important. If you can see light through your filter, that means it's not time yet. But even if this says 6 months, I'd take a look at it every 30 days.
What do I not want to put my hands on? What do I see there where I'm like, I better call somebody who does this for a living?
That's a great question. So one of the important things that we do when we come out, we do an ORSAT test.
Okay.
It tests the carbon monoxide levels, oxygen, and carbon dioxide of your exhaust from your furnace. Also from your water heater or any other combustible source. These three numbers will tell you the health of the unit. If you have high levels of carbon monoxide, you need to know as soon as possible, because that can affect the health and safety of your family.
Right, and that's why we need all the carbon dioxide alarms, you know, throughout the house and
Yeah.
whatnot. But would that be something where I call you, we see that high levels, do I have to replace the entire furnace? Is it just a matter of cleaning things out? Where do we get to at that point?
It could be a number of things. They'll tell you what's going on,
Okay.
and if there's high levels of carbon monoxide, you could be looking at a cracked heat exchanger. It could be dirty, and either way, we can deal with it.
Okay, excellent. So we've got the furnace. I also see a water heater and other stuff, but is there anything I want to worry about when it comes to like the water heater?
Yeah, same safety rules apply. Make sure you have at least 3 feet in front of your combustible area. You can see down here there's fire. So where there's fire, keep the flammables away.
Okay.
Also, knowing where the shutoff is for that particular unit. If you have a gas leak, it smells like rotten eggs. You're going to need to know where to shut it off if you have the ability. Otherwise, call center point or the fire department.
Right, and get out of the house at that point
Yeah.
too, right? Okay, great. There are some other things I'd like to look at if it's all right with you.
Sure.
But so let's go over to the other spot of the house.
Sounds great.
Excellent. So everybody loves a fireplace, especially here in Minnesota. We have a gas burning one here, but people also have wood burning fireplaces. What do we need to know or tell our viewers about safety in this area?
Sure. With a gas burning fireplace, obviously with gas, if you smell something, call center point or the fire department.
Okay.
Also, there's electronic equipment in here and gas valves. They need to be dusted out regularly so they don't start on fire. The next thing is wood burning fireplace. You want to make sure it's clean and inspected every year. The chimney can deteriorate over time, and you could end up having a house fire from that.
Right, cracks or anything in
the soot built up.
Yep. So, all right, excellent. And there's one more spot I want to go take a look at if that's all right with you.
Sure, let's go.
Great. All right, John, now we're out here in the garage, and I've got a space heater up here to keep this garage warm. A lot of houses in Minnesota will have these. I imagine this is pretty low maintenance, but what are we looking at up here?
Actually, this is the number one thing forgotten in most people's homes, is the garage heater. You can see this one in particular. It's burning dirty on the inside, which is creating a leak in the exhaust system. These things are just as much maintenance as the furnace inside your home.
Okay.
And the important thing is just to have them cleaned, just like anything else in your home.
Now, is this something as the homeowner I can clean? I mean, it's a little tiny unit like this, or should I be calling you guys?
Sure, you can take a few things apart and clean the initial area. But if you want to go on a deep clean, I would call an HVAC technician.
Okay, otherwise we could be looking at problems here, something venting all the way out to outside, things like that.
That's right. Usually when it shows signs like this, it's getting ready to break down on the inside.
Okay.
The metal's starting to wear out, and the leak is more than just in the exhaust.
Okay, excellent. Well, thanks for being here, helping us out, showing us a couple things, and hopefully people keep their equipment clean.
You bet. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.